So you experience lucid dreams, but you would like to turn that into an out-of-body experience. What do you have to do to accomplish that? We are going to talk about that in a moment. Hi everyone, thank you for being back here. If you are already subscribed, if it's your first time, be very welcome. Today we are going to talk about how to use lucid dreams to have conscious out-of-body experiences. If you have not seen my video in which I explain the differences between the lucid dream and the out-of-body experience, please do so. I think that is going to be important. I'm sharing today 7 steps that one can do to turn the lucid dream into a conscious astral projection. And at the end, I'm also going to mention 2 techniques that you can use to have more lucid dreams. Why? Because in this case, the lucid dream is used as a technique to achieve consciousness outside of the body. So that's why we would like to be able to have more lucid dreams and control them. The first thing you want to do is observe the details of your dream. Of course, if you know you are dreaming, there is some level of lucidity there, but you want to be sure that you are clear of what you are seeing. You want to be sure that is a dream. You want to try to raise your lucidity even a little bit more in that dream. So pay attention to what are the elements of the dream that are keeping you hooked to it. Sometimes we may be having a sense of smell, or you may be feeling the sun shine against your skin, the warmth of the sun, or anything, something touching you or somebody talking to you. But all of that is so vivid that those elements keep you hooked to the dream. So observe it and see how that is a dream. See how it's developing in a way. So in that way you gain more control of that dream. At this point, you want to follow by focusing or having very clear in your mind that what you would like is to experience the real reality and not to be engaged or connected to those images that are just created by your own imagination. They are oniric images happening only in your mind. Third step for you now is to make sure you do not create any expectation as far as how your astral projection will be, what you will necessarily do, or how it will happen, or how you will detach from your body. Sometimes at that point the person starts thinking, okay, so now I'm going to fly above Portugal, that I have been wishing to go there for so long. Or the person may think, okay, I'll try a technique for me to detach and start floating above my body. All of these things will only produce a condition in which we start dreaming of the out-of-body experience. So you just turn one dream into another. So remember, at this point, you are still somehow connected to your dream, and you want to get out of the dream by creating an imagination somehow, or by interpreting how your astral projection will be. So the risk of just turning one dream into another is very high, and you may end up just dreaming that you are outside of your body doing things that you know you probably could do if you were outside of your body. So what we want here is to reduce as much as possible any possibility that we would just turn one dream into another dream, and for this you will only act towards your out-of-body experience later on in this process. Fourth step here is you will apply very strong will to be aware of the reality where you are really in at that time. So you will wish to wake up or to become aware of where you are. Don't think only of, I want to wake up, oh, I want to be lucid, oh, I want to control, because these things most probably are going to bring you back to your body, and you will wake up, and you will be lucid, and you will move, but you will do that inside of your body. So you do not want this. The whole point of using the lucid dream as a technique is because many times we are already outside of the body. So we want to take advantage of that. Going back, it's not the way the technique is supposed to work. So think clearly. Wherever I am now, whatever is happening now around of me, I want to see it exactly here where I am. The following step is to be prepared and observe how the dream fades away. The dream is supposed to start dissolving, dissipating and fading little by little or all of a sudden, but usually it's a gradual process. It takes a moment because it's an effort of ours to disconnect from the dream that to us is very vivid. We are seeing things, we are sensing things, we are experiencing things in that dream, and we want that to stop so that our lucidity, our focus of our mind is in the reality we are immersed in at that time. So sometimes some of us will see like the images of the dream become like foggy and disappear. Other times it's strange, it's almost like little pixels that break and fall in pieces. Of course they are not pixels, it's just our mind somehow creating an interpretation for how that dream is disappearing or that reality is disappearing in front of us. Other times we just observe that becoming more and more transparent and far away and disappears. So each of us will sense in different ways, in different moments, due to many factors, including our own style, our own psychology, our own life experiences. The sixth condition now is to analyze exactly the projective condition you are, or how you are out of your body, because different things can happen. Sometimes we are just floating slightly, like half in, half out, so we are basically dreaming, or we were basically dreaming inside of our bodies. Other times we may be floating in our bedroom or still inside of our house, but a little further from our body. In other moments we may be dreaming further, much further, like in another dimension, subtler dimension, or completely far from our physical bodies. So in each of these cases, the reality you will experience and how you experienced it will differ. Of course, it's quite important that we then identify that and we are ready for the fact that sometimes the reality we will witness then with the projection is simpler, because you could have been a dream that's full of people walking around, maybe it's a party, and then all of a sudden it's everything quiet and you are just floating above your body. So do you understand that reduces a little bit all of those images that you had, so you had to be prepared for that. What's important is your lucidity at that moment. The seventh step is to act accordingly depending on the type of out-of-body experience you are having. For example, if you are very close to your physical body, then you want to stay very calm and perhaps wish to float. If you are further from your body, you are going to observe who is around or where you are. You're trying to find out what place is that. Anyway, it's a completely different discussion here about how we can act in order to improve or to utilize or to have better out-of-body experiences. Observe your condition. Observe how lucid you are. Observe if you are already completely in your astral body, controlling it. If you have vision, clear vision or not. Sometimes we may be in a position that we are close to our bodies or our energies are still not flexible enough, and we may have different conditions in that out-of-body experience. For example, you may not be able to see, so we have a blind out-of-body experience. I have a video I did about that. If you have not seen, maybe you would like to. That explains a few things, but this is just an example, and there are many other different characteristics of experience we can have. And then knowing how to interpret them, it's very important, because we just jumped from a very vivid imagination with lots of things in our dream to a reality that may be complex or not, as compared to the dream you were having. Now, two very important tips for you so that you have more lucid dreams and you can use all of this strategy from beginning to end, of course. First thing is, try to think of something you could program yourself for you to do while you are dreaming, so that makes you more lucid of the fact that you are dreaming. You can try different things. I know some people that shared with me my channel here that they program themselves that they will clap while they are dreaming. So by clapping, by doing something that is supposed to trigger lucidity, that does not mean you are going to turn that into an out-of-body experience, but means you are going to become lucid that, hey, that's it, this is a dream. And then you can control all of the process. Sometimes just by doing this, the lucidity increases so much that it's not only, hey, this is a dream, but you already jump from dream to out-of-body experience. But this is much rarer. It usually goes in steps. You can do other things. You can try to stretch your arm. You can try to jump, like jump very high, very high. Or, for example, you can try and do a Velo technique. For those of you who do not know what that is, I can do a video about this. It's a technique to control your energies that's very productive or very useful to increase lucidity inside the body, but especially outside of the body. So you can try these things and program yourself. When I do them, I will be lucid of what's going on. If it's a dream, it's a dream. But maybe if it's an out-of-body experience in which you were a little bit groggy and not very lucid of the fact that you were in an out-of-body experience, that can also increase your lucidity there. And the second tip here is, if you have recurrent dreams, pay attention to them. There are many different things that can cause recurrent dreams, from stresses, repressed memories, traumas, even sometimes experience of past lives that they were very remarkable, maybe even traumatic to us, and we start re-experiencing them through dreams. I'm not saying all cases of recurrent dreams are that. I'm saying in a few cases it may be, but there are many other reasons. But what's the point here? The point is, if you have recurrent dreams, program yourself. Next time I have that dream, I want to take control of the dream. I want to remember I'm dreaming. I want to be able to change that dream. So you are going to turn that dream into an out-of-body experience. That can have therapeutic purposes, even because of the type of the dream you are having. But once you do that, and you are lucid of the dream, you can work through all of these steps to reach a conscious, lucid astral projection out-of-body experience. So I wish this strategy produces wonderful out-of-body experiences to you. If there is anything you would like me to discuss in other videos, or if there is any suggestion you would like to give me, please leave in the comments down below. If you use any different strategy for your lucid dreams, please also let me know. I would appreciate very much hearing about your experiences, and I thank you for being here up to now. See you next time.